Hi guys, it's Alicia. I'm back. I wanted to do this quick update just so you guys know everything that has happened since I picked up my new teeth. And I'm not actually wearing the new teeth right now. If you could tell, these are my original teeth. So the last time that you guys saw me was in the mukbang video that I did with my daughter, which was really fun, somewhat informative because it was really helpful for me to be able to look back and see how I look talking, smiling, eating, and obviously so I can see how well I can eat. And as you guys saw, the first time I took a bite of a sandwich with the new teeth, I felt the uppers pop off the implants, or more on the one side, and it sounded kind of like I snapped them. So I was a little freaked out about that. That was the only time that really happened, but then again, after that happened, I was being more careful not to really put too much pressure on the one side that caused it to do that in the first place. So, yeah, I thank you guys for all your feedback on that video, for my mukbang video and the video of me picking up my new teeth. I wanted to tell everybody, thank you so much for your responses, your feedback, for your support. Like, everybody just, you guys made me feel so happy that day. It was an amazing day. Had a great day. I was really happy with how they came out, and I just wanted to enjoy the day and enjoy the moment, and you guys all really helped me do that. Like, you were just awesome. Like, I love you guys so freaking much, you don't even know. But anyways, so after that day, let's see, what did I notice? Well, at the last wax try-in that we did, Jim told me that he wasn't doing another wax try-in anyways. But there were a couple things that me and Josh had pointed out to him that we noticed. Like, when my mouth was at rest, I felt like I was holding my lips over a ball. Like, felt unnatural, and it's kind of hard to tell if that's okay or not, because sometimes when they give you new teeth, you feel unnatural for a while, and you just have to kind of get used to it. So if you change too much too soon, sometimes you're taking away something that you actually are going to want to keep. So you do have to be careful. And he told me that he could make adjustments for my upper lip support and those kind of things. He said we can adjust after the teeth were made. So I took his word for it, and he made the teeth, and I picked them up, and he gave them to me. I forgot to really tell you guys everything about the appointment that day when I picked the teeth up, but pretty much once he gave them to me and we were like about to leave, he was like, well, thank God, you were a challenge. And I was like, me? Excuse me? I was like, you were a challenge, actually, so I guess you met your match. And then we just laughed, and it was funny or whatever, but I still wonder why he thinks I'm a challenge. I don't know if it's just because I am me, and I can be perfectionistic. I can be very detail-driven, very into symmetry, and just, you know, stuff will bother me. Not everybody sees everything the same way. Not everyone feels, I don't know. I don't think I'm challenging. I think I'm just, like, maybe I have high expectations and I'm going to hold them to it. You know, like, if this is the best place to go, I'm going to expect the best result possible. If I'm going to tell the world that I have dentures, I want them to be amazing. And if I'm going to share my experience with the world, I would like to show people, like, how amazing they can look. So it's just been a little bit of a process to get there. And my emotions have been extremely like this still, even now. Like, even though I got my teeth and I loved them and everything, I still have to adjust to that new appearance and my feelings and how they feel. And it was a little disappointing because the uppers didn't feel quite as secure as these ones. So that was something I would have to mention to him. And I noticed a little scratch in the acrylic that I can feel. And not these, because these are my old ones, but on the new ones. So I knew I was going to have to tell him about the scratch. There was a scratch. They popped off when I was eating. And I wanted to ask him to make sure the bottoms are level and exactly right, because I had asked him to shave off some of the teeth, and I think he needs to just shave a little bit more on one side to make them perfectly even. But we also have to make sure that everything we're doing is going to keep the bite good, because when the new ones are in my mouth, they feel amazing. The lowers feel amazing. Like, he really exceeded my expectations with the lowers. They feel like they go all the way down in my cheeks, and these ones don't. These ones I can pop out with my tongue. See? I mean, maybe you can do that anyways once you heal, but there's just no support. You know, it's just teeth. Like, this doesn't fill out my lips the way it should. But I never knew they gave people lip support in the lowers. I've heard about it in the uppers. So with the new ones, he did give me a lot more support here, which is probably what I'm not used to. I felt like it was sort of pushing out my lower lip more, and especially at rest, making my top lip look a little bit like it sinks in more at rest. But when I smiled, the lips looked fine. It was more like at rest or sometimes when I'm talking, but at the same time, I'm not sure if my upper lip changed at all or if it's just my perception with my uppers now being not like this. Like right now, you can't really see my upper teeth. With the new ones, they sit a lot lower and you see more teeth, so maybe that makes the upper lip look thinner. That's possible. So, what was I going to say? All right, so that was another thing I was going to mention to Jim was about lip support. And the day after I picked the teeth up, I called the office. I wanted them to let Jim know that I do want some added lip support, and I would like them to let him know before I get there, just so, you know, he's prepared if it's something he can do that day or whatever. So they called me back, told me to come in early. So I went in early yesterday to the first appointment for adjustments, and I had a whole list that I wrote out of things I forgot to mention either to you guys or to him, and then a whole list about that first appointment for adjustments and what I wanted to mention to him. There's no way that I would show him this list because he would probably be like horrified. He'd be like, I hate you. Like, oh my God, what is wrong with this girl? And honestly, a lot of this stuff is somewhat repetitive, and like, you know, at some point maybe I could go over it with you guys, but we don't really have time. And most of the things I've mentioned or, you know, what I've already told you are the main issues. So the uppers need to fit better. They popped off the implant. I told Jim when I went in there, he said, how are you? And I said, I'm pretty good. And he's like, well, what happened? You were so happy the other day. And I said, I know, it's not that I'm not happy. You just can't expect anybody to really notice all these things in 5 minutes. Like, you know, and he's like, well, I've been doing this for 40 years. 1 second. Hello? Hello? Oh, nobody's there. Go figure. So anyways, I told him, you don't give people enough time. There is not enough time in these appointments with everybody standing there watching me, breathing over me. I don't have enough time to tell you everything. So sometimes it takes a few days, and then when I come back, I'll tell you. So I was telling him about that I'm worried about my upper lip and that it doesn't have enough support. And he said, well, it looked the same with your first pair. And I said, well, then maybe neither of them have enough lip support. Maybe, I don't know. Like, I'm not the dentist, but I do know that longevity wise, I'm 34, I'm about to be 35. If I want these new teeth to last me like 10 years, I want to make sure I have as much lip support as possible, just because those are things that will slowly go down over time as you age. So if the denture doesn't have enough support, and sometimes you don't always see the changes until your body and your skin and your muscles have time to settle in and relax. So it's a very subtle change that I can tell with these ones that are my original teeth versus the new teeth. And it's kind of hard to do this video because I can't talk to you about the new teeth and show you because I'm not wearing them. So I'll try to put some pictures in so you guys know what I mean. But anyways, it's somewhat a subtle difference, but these ones have more of a V-shaped front where there's a little bump up here, and it kind of, I can feel it in the top of my lip up here, and I don't feel that on the new ones. So when I told him that, he said, well, fine, that's fine. We can add acrylic. You want me to add acrylic? I'll add it. And I was like, well, if it looks stupid, are you going to take it back off? Because I couldn't tell by how he was responding if he thinks I should do it or if he's just doing it just because to get me to stop whining. So I was like, well, if it's stupid, you're going to take it off? And he said, yep. Mm-hmm. Like, he's probably, I don't know, you know. Okay, we're getting full of storage. That just cut me off. So anyways, I'm not sure if he really agreed that I need the lip support or if he was just going to do it because I asked for it. But hopefully I don't regret asking for it. And I got hair in my mouth. Thank you. Okay, goodbye. Anyways, he did look at my lips. He seemed to agree, and he's going to do it. So I just hope I don't regret it, but he did say he can take it back off if I don't like it. I'm a little worried that it's going to add more up there and like make me look like a chipmunk where I won't be able to shut my lips or something. But it's another, like, when I don't have any makeup on and I have the new teeth in my mouth, I just noticed more loose skin, a little more like more lip wrinkles. than this. Like, I don't really have too many. Like with this set, this is a great set, even though it's all fucked up. But it supports my lips really well. The upper fit's amazing. Food never gets up under there. That was never a complaint. But anyways, I wanted to tell you guys how he fixed the dark gum color. And he literally, he put, the O-rings were put behind all these teeth in this set, right in the cracks of each one. In the new set, he put the O-rings way up in here in the gums, like above the teeth. So they sit lower, they snap in way up higher, and that metal is not shining through. The bottoms, on the other hand, there's something weird and different about them. These are my originals. They don't even look too dark right now. It really depends on the lighting and, you know, all that. So these don't look horrible. The new ones, though, you can see the O-rings in the acrylic. When I open my mouth like this, you can see the O-rings right there.
There's something scratchy here. And you can see the implants.
And there's a lot more material there, which I'm not complaining about because it probably will help maintain my bone structure a lot better. But anyways, it is interesting that you can see the O-ring there, and probably if I had a choice not to see it, I would have chosen not to see it, just because I do show people my teeth and inside my mouth. So it's kind of odd to be like, yeah, they're amazing. They're supposed to be like a lot like real teeth, but look, you can see the O-rings. Not, it doesn't bother me that much. I mean, I'd be more concerned if the ones in the new set that he put up in the gums, I'd be more concerned if you could see them when I smile, but you really can't at all. So I mean, good job, Jim. Thank you for thinking of how to avoid that problem, because maybe not everybody gets that problem. Maybe it was just me and my mouth. Like, you know, they look dark in my mouth. And the new lowers, I feel like they still have really dark looking gums on the bottom, but they sit a lot lower, so it's just not a big deal. Like, I'm over that. They fit really, really good. That's what I'm most impressed with, is that the lowers fit so freaking well. So, you know, we don't have too much. Like, we're gotten a lot closer, and I had a really rough weekend, or maybe just yesterday. Like, I got emotional. Like, before the appointment, it gave me so much anxiety because I was so worried that he was going to say, no, we can't fix anything, we can't change it, can't give you lip support, can't add material, like, what are you thinking? And I just go over and over things in my mind. And like, when you make a list like this, it's almost a good thing to do for your own, you know, records, and so you don't forget things, especially if you're doing videos. But for me, sometimes going like in detail like this, I end up being overwhelmed, because then I feel like there's so much wrong, and it just made me depressed. And that, I mean, I just wasn't expecting to feel like that once I had the new ones. And then, you know, I had to give them back, and now I'm back in the old ones that I never really loved, but they're not horrible either. And it's just crazy. But I do think the new ones have a lot more support down here. And I think that might be why to me, the top area looked different. I think it's just that he needed to add some on the top to balance this out. And I told him that. I said, well, you added a lot of support in the bottom, but you really didn't, there's not enough in the top. So, fingers crossed, that was a good decision. You can look things up online, though, about this. Like, on YouTube, there's a certain kind of dentures, I guess. They call them facelift dentures, and they do the same thing. They pretty much consciously build them up to give your jaw and your face the support it needs, because it relies on your teeth and your gums. And when you don't have any of that, there's a lot of things working together here that need the support. And if they don't have it, they quickly will start falling away and sinking in. So I will even just show you as an example right now. I wanted to show you how different my face looks without my teeth. I did do my lips today, so keep that in mind. They're a little overdrawn, not too much. If I get really close, maybe you can see. Can you tell where my real lips are? You can see it a little bit. From back here, I don't think you can tell. So anyways, if you take your lowers out, notice this support right here. My new pair gives me more support than these ones. So we have a little less support, but I've always had a really full lower lip, so I could get away with not wearing the lowers and it wouldn't be horrible, but I do see, you know, some of this where it's coming in. So if I take the top out, my lips are, you can see, like they go down turned and going in, disappearing, like small little mouth. I know I look different, don't I? Yeah, well, anyway, so this is what you don't want to happen with teeth in your mouth. Trust me. But yeah, this is what I look like in case you guys really want to know. I mean, I feel like I look young from here up, but I look old from here down. Okay, enough of that. I'm already sick of looking at that. Alright. Well. Yeah, see, you cannot see the O-rings through here. When I get my new ones back, I'll show you guys exactly how they look out of my mouth, in my mouth. We'll swap out the old and the new, so I can show you guys the difference in lip support and face support and all that. I do think my upper lip still could use a little more support. Even, like, I don't think I have enough with this set either. Anyways, so I got a little upset with Jim. We were arguing a little. He was trying to tell me that the way I was showing him my bottom lip is sticking out too much and the top isn't enough. He was like, no, that's just your lips. That's just how you look. And then I told there was another nurse in there, a guy that I never met. And I was like, look, does this look right to you? And he was like, I don't know. I'm like, well, you guys wouldn't freaking know because you don't see me every day. You don't look in the mirror every day. You don't watch yourself talk in videos every day. So of course not. When people come into their office looking all messed up, telling them this isn't how I'm supposed to look, they will tell you, yeah, it is. That's how you look. Like, that's just your lip. Kind of the same thing when you get your nails done and they put one on really freaking crooked and they'll be like, that's just your nail. Your nail grow like that. No, it doesn't. Sorry. Like, I can't freaking stand when these people tell you, oh, that's just how you look. And it's definitely not. And I know that it changes things. Like, you can't expect to stay the same. Your face is going to change. It's hard to get used to. At least it was for me. You guys have seen me go through it. And I don't know if I do a very good job explaining it, but just so you're prepared, it fucks with your head, it fucks with your mind, it fucks with your heart, it fucks with your soul. Like, I'm telling you, having this done, completely changing things, getting your teeth ripped out, just this whole experience was somewhat traumatic at different times. Emotionally, physically, mentally, whatever. But I do think I've gotten stronger and I've gotten meaner. You know, when I go in their office, if I don't like something, I'm just like, no, I don't like it. No. And I think they get that. I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't know. Jim did get down eye level with me because I was really upset and emotional. I was about to cry just because I feel so overwhelmed. Like, we did address the lip support issue, but I wasn't able to tell him anything about, like, a lot of the other things, but he said we'll do that next time. So he got down to eye level and he's like, Alicia, I'm telling you, I'm doing the very best I can. I really want you to be happy. I told you I took this case and I'm going to make it right. We're going to do whatever we have to make you happy. And I know he means it. He's just, he can be a dick. I can be a bitch. So I guess we're a match made in freaking heaven, huh? So anyways, when I was about to leave, he said, here, Alicia, this is for you. He said, we're going to give you this. Well, they asked if I had a water pick first, and I said no. And they said, well, here, this is for you. Free of charge, your own water pick, which is pretty cool. I have never had one of these. And I didn't realize this till I got home, but it even says Shatkin first. So I think they make it, or at least they sell them. This is on their website. I think you have to buy it in bulk, though, if you want to order on their website, because for 3 of them, it's $148.50. If you get 11 of them, you get one free. But I guess that's, like, maybe because everyone's supposed to have their own. I don't know if you're supposed to share these, like, you know, so maybe you would have to buy one for every person in the family. I'm not sure. Not sure, like I said, don't hold me to that. But anyways, I don't know. I'm not going to go over all these notes. I'm going to let you guys go. I've been talking for like 20 minutes. I go back tomorrow to pick up the new teeth with the new lip support. I'm excited and nervous. I mean, I just can't wait to be wearing them again and just be on with my life. I think that's it. Like, I really just want to get them back and be happy and not have to go through this awkward stages, like the awkwardness and the unknowing, like not knowing if they'll fix things, not knowing if they can fix things, not knowing how they'll react to me, like not knowing how I'll even feel tomorrow. Those are the things that are a little bit hard to deal with, but it makes it a lot easier having all you guys out there to talk to, because I don't think everybody in my real life really wants to hear me talk about all these things all the time, and sometimes that's literally all I can think about, and it drives me crazy, and I have to have an outlet somewhere to let it go, and you guys are it. So lucky you. I hope it helps someone. I hope it helps somebody at least be prepared for this. And you know, I hope it helps. And just so you know, like if you do need more upper lip support or even lower lip support, it is something that most dentists, denturists have been trained to do. So it's not like something special. They're literally just building up the acrylic, and they would usually do that in a wax try-in. And aside from that, I have a couple tips to try to prevent that from happening with your lips. You want to, well, this is what I've heard from what I've looked up. They say the more you keep your teeth in, the better, because the more you go without them, the more it lets your face and your muscles get used to relaxing down into a position you don't want them to be in. So if you keep them in more, it's kind of training your skin and everything to stay that way. You should also be taking really good care of your skin, really good care of your lips. Wear SPF even on your lips. Like, you want to do everything to prevent wrinkles and keep your skin youthful and healthy anyways. Those are things that are all going to help even when you get, you know, your dentures. Whew. So anyways, I do think that's it. If I forgot something, I will find a way to add it in there. It's a better day today. I feel much better. I'm looking forward to tomorrow, but I don't want to get too excited. I say this all the time. I don't want to get too excited and then have my hopes be crushed, you know, but they shouldn't be. Like I said, we're very close. It's getting there. Anyways, I plan to do some lip videos for you guys soon. I want to show you how I do my lips and some tips and tricks and how to make them look bigger without it being too obvious. And other makeup videos too, if anyone wants. Like, I have partially hooded eyes. I know that's a problem for a lot of people, and we could talk about that. There's a lot of things I would like to do. Anyways, thank you guys for your support. You mean the world to me. You don't know how much it helps just having you there. And if anybody wants to talk privately, my email is always linked in the description. You can email me, or you can find me on Facebook or Snapchat. My links for all those are always down below, but I'm usually a pretty busy social butterfly. I'm all over everywhere. Anyways, I think that's it. I'm gonna go get my kids off the bus, try to get this video up for you guys so you can see what's going on before tomorrow, because I have to get up and go tomorrow. And yes, I think that's it. All right, please subscribe if you are new so you don't miss anything, and I'll see you in my next video. I love you guys.